Hello, everyone. Today is Friday, May 15th. And I hope you guys are all doing well and that you've had a very good week. I know for a lot of teachers out there, it's been a bit of a challenging week. We've been asked to go in and pack up our classrooms. But just because our classrooms are packed up, that doesn't mean that the teaching and that the learning has stopped. Here I am, still at home, coming to you guys from my office where I can still be working with you guys. So just because those classrooms are packed up doesn't mean that our learning has ended. We still have some things planned for you guys before the year is out. So let's begin by taking a look at today's blog post. You can see today it's actually final publication day for our research essays. And don't worry if your research essay is not quite ready to be published. You guys can still take a couple more days and try to finish it up. I can see when I go to KidBlog, I can see people are working. Some of you have got your work saved as a draft right now. I can see here Marcus and Evangeline are working on some drafts. So it's okay if you're not quite ready to publish. Just continue to work on those. And when I see that they're fully published, I'll go ahead and I'll be leaving you guys some feedback and sharing my thoughts on your papers. But what I want to do is I want to take you right here and scroll down, and I want to look here at our research project timeline, because these research papers have all been leading up to us being able to work on our research projects. Again, you can see all these steps that we've done all along the way. Today is May 15th, and here it tells us that, if I zoom in, we're going to be finishing the reference page and we'll be doing our final publication. Now, I don't want you guys to worry about your reference page. Being that we're not in school, it's a little bit more challenging for me to work with you guys on your reference pages. So that's just going to be something that we leave out of our final publication. So I just want you guys to work on your final publication. You can see from here on out, it's all about working on the project. And this is also a part that we're not going to be able to do at home. So basically, our research paper is going to be the end of our project. But you can see here, if we were in school, we would be working all the way up throughout this rest of this month and into the beginning part of June on the actual projects preparing for the learning fair. And so this is the part that really saddens me that we're not going to be able to do this year. But unfortunately, there's just nothing that we can do. Things are what they are. And so zooming back out, I'm going to scroll down here because here we are now in our final publication, which involved our editing and revising. I came to you guys last week about the editing and revising. And your task was to use the editing and revising checklists along with your research essay outline to work with a writing partner to improve your writing. That's the final stage of editing and revising. And although we don't have a writing partner in school, you can rely on an older brother or sister or a mom or a dad. And if you don't have any of those at home, you can just do this independently. But please rely on this research essay checklist for you guys to use as your primary editing and revising checklist. You should be able to go through each one of these criteria and check to see if you have done each and every single one for every paragraph. Once you feel confident that every single one of these criteria have been met, it is then time for you to go ahead and put your paper to rest. It is time for you to publish your paper on KidBlog, and you guys know now how to go ahead and publish those. Once your paper is published, what I would ask for you guys to do, there is one last checklist actually for you guys to use if you want to before you publish it, which is the peer editing checklist. You can do this by yourself, or again, you can have your mom or your dad help you, and this is a checklist that you can go through as one final way of looking at your paper before you publish it. And then, of course, once your paper is published, you guys know by now here on KidBlog, you can go ahead and you guys can read each other's papers. You guys can ask each other questions. You can give each other feedback, and you can give each other comments. And remember, comments are different than compliments. I want you to make comments, things that you liked about their paper, things that you think that could be improved upon, and make sure that when you're on here and you're leaving these comments, you're using proper capitals, punctuation, proper grammar. Remember, while this is a way for you guys to socially network, it's not the same as Instagram or Facebook or text messaging. I want to see you guys using academic language, and that means using capitals and periods. Now, the exciting thing is that even though we are not going to be able to go ahead and do the project aspect of the research, I do have some other things planned for you guys, and you can see right here I've been working on some questions for you guys, and right now it's a draft, so you guys can't see it on your end, but I will publish this over the weekend or maybe on Monday, and you can see here I've been working on some questions for you guys to respond to, specifically about the coronavirus, what your life is like now, what you miss about school, how do you think things are going to be different when we return to school. These are some examples of some questions that I have been working on for you guys to answer next. And I'll come back to you guys on Monday next week with another short video about this assignment. And then after this is done, I'm going to be making a video for you guys moving into some how-to demonstrations that I'd like to challenge you to do. So with all that said, your primary goal is just to finish up your research paper. That's the thing that I want you guys to finish. And as soon as, again, I see that those are getting done, I will read through your papers, I'll leave you guys some feedback, and I will respond with my own comments and questions to you guys on KidBlog about your papers. And I will see you guys next week, and my assignments will be given to you guys probably straight through KidBlog posts with some questions for you guys to be working on. So I hope you guys have a good weekend, and you guys are just staying safe, staying healthy. Get out there, enjoy the weather today before those storms hit us later this afternoon. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.